Bueno, Carino.
Rolling. Rolling. Marlon, we're sitting here on a balcony in a beautiful house
Paradise.
in the middle of Marbella, Spain,
Yes.
and it's been exactly 8 months since we first met on a sales call where I pitched you my money making online program. How has your life changed since that moment? Talk to the people.
Well, it has changed 180 degrees, to say the least. Just 3 weeks ago, I was chained to a desk working a 9 to 5, making someone else rich, dreaming about the freedom that I have now.
3 weeks ago in the office.
3 weeks ago, man.
3 weeks ago when you're now fully experiencing how life can be as a person that just understands the fundamentals of making money online.
Yes.
Let's rewind the clock 8 months ago. You're sitting in an office. How did you hear of my name? Alessandro Minecci. How did I come into your life?
Well, that is a funny story, sir. One day, I joined a community on school. It was called the Viral Glitch Community. Found it online. I can't remember why. I was scrolling through the posts there and I was reading through the comments of one of the posts, and there one stranger, a random user, mentioned your name, saying, "Hey guys, check this one out. His name is Alessandro Minecci, who has like 3,000 followers on Instagram and he makes 10K a month." That is what sparked my interest initially, and that is what led me to your YouTube channel, where I went through your videos. With your videos, brother, they spoke to my soul. And that is why I decided to book a call with you.
So we were on the call
Yes.
and I pitched you. And you had this intention initially to make money online, right? You see this guy. Coincidentally, we're both from Switzerland, so we had this mutual connection. But
We only found out in the call, though.
we only found out in the call, correct, right? And I offered you something. And it was a price point that was uncomfortable.
Yes.
Why did you decide to move forward and send me money?
Because my heart was still. Because there was clarity in my head. I didn't need to think. The answer was yes. Both from my mind and from my heart. And that is why I knew. But I had to agree, that I wanted to agree to your offer. And that's why I followed through, choosing to listen to my intention.
And you decided to take action.
Immediately, man.
And I remember that you paid me on the call, the wire hit the next day, and we went to work the next day after.
That's it. It was my birthday, man.
Exactly.
Our first call was on my birthday.
Right? On your birthday. And I want to tap into how the first 2 or 3 weeks of our coaching unfold.
Yes.
You just met this guy online, you just spoke to him on a call, you wire him money, and now you're sitting there looking at the bank transfer, right, of whatever amount it is. How did you feel? Why did you decide to not refund and stay in there? Stay in the cold, the unknown.
Yes, that is where we grow. We have to consciously decide to leave our comfort zone, because that is what makes it expand. That is what makes our character grow. We have to lean into discomfort. You mean that's it. That's it. But I will be honest with you, man. When I checked my bank account and I saw that money has left my account, fear did kick in. I asked we all know this voice in our heads that's always doubting and fearing and trying to protect us. Yes. So this voice kicked in, and it was like knocking here. It was knocking, saying, "What have you done? Has this been a smart decision?"
Biggest mistake of your life, right?
I had had this thought. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes. The next, I even recorded like a selfie video. I will show it to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Maybe we can add a little snippet.
yes, I'll send it to you. We can add it. So I had these doubts, but I remembered to choose faith over fear. That is what I did. I just trusted in you. I trusted in my decision. And I knew that the path will unveil itself as we walk. And after our first call, I was convinced that this will work because I saw hands on that you deliver.
I brought the sauce, right? We went straight in
Brought the sauce. Yeah.
with knowledge. And I want to take a second to speak to the person watching right now. I knew that this guy would quit his job. We'll get into this in a few minutes, right? But there's a specific reason why I knew that he would succeed. Let's say in comparison to other people that I've worked with that had didn't have this one thing, which is speed of implementation, acting. He met me on a call. First of all, he booked in the call straight away. He met me on the call. He wasn't a second late. He paid me on the spot. Bank transfer it the next day, and we went to work on your birthday, where most people would take a little break to celebrate the night out with their friends. That's why you succeeded, because I was able to take you, who was already a man of discipline and a man that wants to create something,
Yeah.
and equip you with those sexy tools that we use to create content for brands, all of the AI stuff, etc.
Yes.
Now, Marlon, the person watching right now, he is the person that you were. I don't want to say 8 months ago because I know your journey of self improvement started earlier than that, but let's say you 3 years ago. Fears, doubts, financial struggles. The whole family has been working 9 to 5 for generations, right? And you want to break free. What would you say to this person? What would you say to your younger self now, looking at how far you've already come after just 8 months? We're not even doing this for a full year yet, right?
I believe that in every bloodline, there comes a man who breaks the chains of mediocrity.
Yes, sir.
If you are listening to this interview right now, then that person is you.
Or God, right?
Yes, of course. That person is you. But you must understand that the life that you envision, it comes with a price. And the price is hard work, is late nights, is early mornings.
Oh, we know, right?
We know.
We know.
And there's no way around that. There is no shortcut to greatness. You have to earn it. Otherwise, it would be worthless.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, talking about hard work and time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears and all the things beyond that. I'm not selling you some shit that's gonna make you quit your job in 3 months. Okay, you're on my funnel now. You're on my channel now, and you have the same intention of wanting to quit your job, right? If you're thinking that I'm just gonna hand you the dream life on a silver platter, you can click off this video right now. You can go to another guru that's gonna make you promises like that. We put in the work. You were working a job 40 hours a week. You had calls with me at 9 p.m. in the evening. After sometimes you had after your 9 to 5 university studies, right? You busted your ass for months.
Yes.
What did that feel like, especially in the beginning, right? Because you were busy as a person without me, also with your bodybuilding, etc. But then I added even more work on top. How did that feel? And maybe also talk a little bit about our calls and how that helped you kind of manage everything and stay balanced.
So it's very important here for me to share something about yourself. When I was younger, my friends would refer to me as the bum, which translates to something like the homeless or the lazy one,
Yeah.
because I was always a very lazy person until I hit the age of 25 and I realized that I am nowhere near, that I'm nowhere close to where I envisioned myself to be in my early 20s.
Yes.
And then I understood that it was my own fault. Because I was lazy, I didn't generate results. So I decided to change. And I knew that everything starts to change, or the foundation of building greatness is discipline.
Yes.
And there is no better place, in my opinion, than the gym to learn that skill of discipline and dedication.
Thanks.
So you mentioned it before. I was working a full time job, which is actually like 43 hours a week. I was working full time. I was studying business economics on the side, still do. and I hit the gym 6 times a week. That sounds like a lot, and it is. But it's very important to understand that I built myself up to handle all that stress brick by brick. So don't rush it. If you're lazy now, don't worry. Choose something, one thing. Maybe it's reading one page of a book a day, or going for a walk for like 10 minutes a day, or stretching for 5 minutes, and do that every single day. And you will see that after like a month, it is easy. It's your routine. And that is when you can put on top another brick.
Building step by step.
Step by step, you can make yourself stronger so that eventually, when you are ready, there will come an opportunity. Maybe it's this one right here. Maybe it's his fucking program. There will come an opportunity, and you must seize it because you are ready, because you've earned yourself the spot to be there.
100%, bro. 100%. I
So-
love that.
I'd like to share more about how that felt like.
Sure.
Because initially, everything, no matter what it is that you decide to start doing, initially it's hard. But over time, it will become your routine and you will learn to love it. So, monk mode, I called it monk mode.
Yes, sir.
I was doing nothing else apart from working, gym, studying, and working with you, building my personal brand and building my digital services,
Your empire.
my empire.
Your empire, brother. Exactly.
And it was a lot of fun. My days were very well structured and they all looked the same. They were boring initially, but I learned to love it. And I think that's a very crucial lesson for anyone that is looking to improve their life. It's this one: learn to love the pain. Because if you can eat the pain for breakfast and you enjoy it, then you're guaranteed to win. As long as your intentions are pure.
For sure. Absolutely, bro. Really well said. I'm gonna sign that straight as it is.
It's Alessandro proof.
Exactly, right? So you faced a lot of work in the beginning,
Of course.
and then we had calls. We had calls where we talked about business strategies, how to grow your personal brand, how to generate content. We'll talk a little bit about that with your clients in a sec. But point is, you were still busy, right? But I didn't only teach you business stuff in these calls. We spoke a lot about different parts of life. We spoke about the gym. We spoke about God and faith and time management and all of that.
Yes.
I'm curious to hear just how did this mentor role help you out? Because I remember for me, for example, it was super hard doing all of this shit on my own because I didn't have that one spokesperson that just, kind of walked this step by step process with me. So, share with the people your experience of the cause. Simple.
All right. So that is what I love about you and the work that you do. It's this holistic approach. It's not just business. Literally, on our calls, we spoke about so many different topics. The way I see it, life is built on different pillars like health, relationships, career, finances, business, God, things like that. Put in Wheel of Life to see the pillars of life. And we spoke about all of them depending on what I needed the most at this present moment. And that is something that I really appreciate and value about you and your service.
Appreciate it.
So you've literally helped me to become a better man in all realms of human endeavor.
Thank you, Robin.
And that is very rare.
My bro.
Find me another guy that offers what you do. Sure, there's people who can teach you sales, there's people who can teach you digital marketing, there's a guy you can talk to get better with girls. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
With you, I got the chance to improve all these things at once.
Thank you, bro.
And that's very rare, very beautiful, and very much appreciated.
Means a lot, bro. Truly does. That's why we talk about these different things, because there's no business problems, there's only personal problems. You have to really level up as a person first and see the representation of that in business, right? Go on.
That's right. I just want to add that everything is interconnected, right?
Absolutely. Facts. So, right, we started working together. We started having these calls, we put in the work. Initially, we started growing your personal brand. You started putting yourself out there, right?
Yes.
You're a built guy, so you went for fitness, of course.
Yes.
Can you share with the people how this creating content initially made you feel like? Because it's discomfort, you're putting yourself out there in front of the eyes.
Yes.
And then how did that lead to you actually getting here now at the end of the day and signing clients?
The way I see it, just as different as our fingerprints are, as different as our faces might look, as different are our interests and skills and talents that we have been equipped with or gifted with. And that's the beauty of it, because it means that every one of us, every single person on the planet, knows something or can do something that other people need.
Yeah.
So for me, it was fitness. That was my expertise. That is what I could offer the world. For someone else, it might be suing,
Anything, right?
anything.
Personal brand.
Personal
Right.
branding, that's the beauty of it. You literally teach others what interests you and what you're good at. And that's fantastic. Now, what was the question again?
So we went growing the personal brand, putting yourself out there.
Yeah. Okay.
You now land the clients.
Yes.
How? Right?
So you figure out what you enjoy doing, figure out what you have an expertise in, and then create content about that. And now, when you start with creating content, when you start to publish yourself online, initially you will face doubt. Initially, you will face fear.
Yes.
Like, what will my friends think? What will my family think? What will the people at work think about that? Overcoming that fear will lead to more freedom, because after you've posted like 10 videos, you will not waste any more time or energy thinking about what others might think.
Yes. Facts.
And that gives you fuel, that gives you a new level of freedom that you have not experienced before. By doing that, it's like you level up yourself, it's like you level up your character. And naturally, because you expose yourself to the world, other people will pay attention to you and what you can offer. And out of that, opportunities will arise. And that is, in my case, how I have landed my first client. Showing my.
You went the route of showing yourself
Yes.
online, right? Putting yourself out there. There's two routes on how to go about this, right? Not everyone is in this situation where they want to show themselves. They might just want to make money online. Point is, you use the same foundational skill set that you initially used for yourself, and you then applied it to clients. Can you share a little bit about who you're working with, what these businesses are looking for, and maybe also if you're comfortable sharing some stuff about the finances, which is what this guy always wants to hear, right? How much money he can make, etc.
Yeah. Hmm. So the person who's listening, I understand that you might have a lot of questions right now. And I'm here to tell you that you do not need to have the answer to each and every one of them. Because we remember that the path illuminates as we walk it.
That's it. Yes.
In my case, it looked like this. I started to create videos about my fitness and health knowledge.
Yes.
I shared that with the world. And one of my friends, who owns a boutique where he sells men's suits, he noticed. So he approached me saying, "Hey, would you be interested in creating a video for my suits company?" And I said, "Yes, of course." And I started doing that for him. I started to create videos for him. And after like 2 months, he offered me. So we did that for like 2 months. And I did it for free initially.
Yes.
Because I could learn and
Just get experiences, right?
I could learn and I could get experience.
Yes.
And after 2 months, he saw the results that I could deliver. He saw that I am good at what I'm doing. And that is when he offered me my first, what do you call it, contract.
Paycheck.
Paycheck.
First dollars online, baby.
First dollars online. Yes.
So
And that is how I landed my first client.
you went from that friend, and this friend actually offered you two deals, right? You're doing it for one suit company and one car rental company from the same brand.
Yes, exactly.
So putting yourself out there, one pair of eyes that saw your content essentially ended you two clients,
Yes.
two projects, let's say. And today, sitting here now, we're working with on three projects, three brands,
Yes.
right? Can you share with the people a little bit about how this impacted your financial side of life? You don't have to say numbers, but just give them a feeling for what's possible, right? After what you've just experienced now in the last
I have
few
goosebumps when I think about that, and I'm very happy to share it with the world.
Sir.
It literally changed everything. This is my first month of being self-employed. This is my first month of being
Crazy, bro. Was a good one as well. Let's go.
this is my first month of being a social media manager slash content creator slash digital marketer. And I already make more than what I used to make in my 9 to 5 job. Difference though is that I now work for myself
And you're here,
and I'm here and we have endless leverage.
man. It's insane. But it's even mind blowing for me, honestly.
It's insane.
Because like I knew it would happen. I didn't expect it so soon, to be honest. But again, it's all on like the work you're putting in, bro. I always like to say, like I provide maybe 20% of the strategies, the 80%, which is a ton, bro. It's just you grinding it out.
Yes.
Right.
That's very important to understand for anyone that's listening. Is this man, he can give you the strategy. He can tell you exactly what you need to do, but at the end of the day, it is you that needs to put in the work.
But yeah, I mean, I told them before, right? They're here to transform their life in 90 days. With me doing everything, they can just click off the video now. Um, man, the transformation happened, and we met now, and we're sitting here.
Yes.
We actually, if we could talk about this for a little bit, because that's interesting. With third brand, basically made this all happen. We're not gonna share too much, right? Discreet NDAs in place, the people
And
know.
always in place.
But it's actually also allowed you to meet me now. We're in freaking Spain. Sunset is looking sexy in the back. And you're for the first time in your life, according to my knowledge, combining travel and work.
Yes.
How does it feel, brother? Right? Having just 5 weeks a year of fucking holidays.
Look, I I work more than before. Like if you count the hours, I currently work more than before, but look at where I am. Look at what it is that I do. My work doesn't feel like work anymore. And that is something that for a lot of people, I believe, sounds like something out of a fairy tale.
Yes, it does.
But I'm here to tell you that this is possible. I mean, deciding to quit my 9 to 5 has opened the door for me to meet new people, to meet other entrepreneurs, and the opportunities that arose out of that are mind blowing. I mean, yes, this is my first, what do you call it, work trip. This is my first,
Vacation, bro.
my first vacation.
Yes, sir.
We are here for one of our clients, and I would like to mention here that if you decide to change your life, doors will open and you will meet new, amazing people that are generous beyond measure, that will offer you things that you thought are not possible.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of it. It's like an expansion of my horizon, an expansion of my mind, being here, being surrounded by people like yourself. It feels like I'm learning at the speed of light.
Yes, sir, bro. Full exposure.
Full exposure, and that is the best thing that can do. And what led me here is a decision that I took in an instant. And that is another key takeaway, I believe, for life in general, that sometimes in life you're given opportunities and you must seize them. You must seize them now.
Yes, sir.
Because the opportunity might go away and she might not come back.
Yeah.
Act, live your life, travel the world, everything is possible. I know that sounds cliche, but it's the fucking truth.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Marlon, I want to say this. I want to say congrats, honestly.
Thank
I
you.
want to also thank you for trusting you with your money and your time and your energy, everything, because you met me online. You committed not just to yourself, but also to me, which means a lot. Genuinely, I don't take it for granted. Also, all the people watching this video, I don't take it for granted because I know that in me, in these videos, deep down, they see their way out. I mean, it is, right? They're like, you're in the golden fucking cage called a 9 to 5, and you see this guy online, and you start trusting him, hopefully, you did, with your money, right? And your time. And I want to thank you for that. First and foremost, I want to say big congratulations for making it out the rat race. It's huge, bro.
It's huge.
You've done a huge, huge, huge monumental part in it, which I know takes a lot of work. And the people that listen now, they will only understand the depth of this once they experience it and once they spend the same hours that we spent already.
Yes.
I want to finish with 2 questions real quick.
First, let me reply to that, otherwise, I will forget.
Go ahead, bro.
Your sincere appreciation of my trust in you is what makes you so unique. And that is, I believe, one of the things why I like you so much. Because you are genuinely interested in my success. You are genuinely invested in me, my success. And that shows in the effort that you put in into your service and into your product. And for me, it was life changing. And for others, it can be as well if you decide.
Give me the goosebumps, bro. I
It's
appreciate
the
it.
truth.
I really appreciate it, bro. You now understand the depth of it. You understand, like, why I do what I do. People always say this online, sounds cliche, right? But you understand, you've experienced it.
Yes.
If we just focus on, like, the technical side of things, because people, they have to experience this first to understand, if that makes sense. On the technical side, the person here is listening consciously, right? They might know me, they might know you, they might not know both of us. They're hesitant to see all of these other guys online screaming the same message, you know, or a similar message, and hey, I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna make you quit your job, and all of that. Why is this unique for you? Why does it work, bro? Right? What's the difference? Because there's so many people that are burning their fingers out here when touching money making online opportunities. What is the one freaking thing, the reason why you're here apart from the work you've done? Just focusing on, like, the technicals. Why does this content thing work, bro?
Why does it work? Well, because every service and every product, as good as it is, maybe you have the best product in the world, or maybe you have the best service in the world. If no one sees it, then no one buys it.
Exactly.
And that's the beauty about digital marketing. Because in theory, you can reach the whole planet with one click on the internet.
Press off the button.
Yes. And
Technical issues, the camera went off. Oh, God knows where we left off, but it's all happening for us. It's gonna be perfect. I'm not even worried.
yes.
You were saying something. Go on, brother.
Yes, Mr. Minetti, I would like to thank you because you have immensely impacted my life.
Thank you, brother.
And if it wasn't for you, I do not know where I would be. Probably still chained to that desk, which would suck
Which would say,
slightly.
yeah, never going back, bro.
Never going back. So, to you is listening, if you have listened to this whole podcast episode, to this whole interview episode, then surely you are here for a reason. And I can vouch with myself, with my person, with every cell of my being, that what he promises works. So long you play your part. So, one last question to you. What are you waiting for? Because the time is running. You cannot stop it. You cannot rewind it. And life oftentimes changes when you decide in an instant.
Thank you, brother. On to more success, my guy.
This is only the beginning.
Yes, sir. Only the beginning. May pecan. Okay.